Tired of the critics getting it wrong.
What is a professional critic?
Just know we are here
To give you honest opinions.
not paid ones. We are a couple of critics.
Featuring Becca's Corner.
Hi guys, this is Becca Coffee. I hope you guys are doing amazing. I'm doing great. Today I am going to talk about Halloween Horror Nights Orlando and their new 6 original houses. If I like them, hate them, my thoughts, opinions, everything like that. And then I'm also going to talk about the first IP. If you don't, IPs are like Stranger Things, Quiet Place. That Universal takes one of those films and makes it into their own houses. My thoughts and opinion on that. Everything like that. So let's get started. So for me personally, this is going to be my 4th year going to HHN. My first year was the year after they started having everyone be able to go to HHN. Like, no, but you had to wear masks. It was also the year, I know they did Halloween Horror Nights 30 twice. They did Halloween Horror Nights 30 half capacity, you had to wear your mask. Then the year after they did Halloween Horror Nights 30 again, you have to wear masks and they had capacity. So the second year, Halloween Horror Nights 30, so that would have been 2021. That is when I first went to Halloween Horror Nights for the first time. And for me personally, it's very hard to scare me. All the years so far that I've went to Halloween Horror Nights, they have never successfully scared your girl at all at any of the houses. Maybe here or there through the scare zones, twice in 2 of the 3 previous years. But the houses I've never been scared. I've had houses that I went to that were great, houses that I thought were not so great. So let's just talk about this year. Halloween Horror Nights this year is gonna be earlier for HHN Orlando. It's starting on the 30th of August and ending on the 2nd of November. So around May 15th, 16th, I was talking to a friend of mine that's also goes to Halloween Horror Nights, and I'm like, no announcement yet about an original house or IP house, like what we're gonna have house related. Like, it's almost the end of May. The first day of Halloween Horror Nights this year is the 30th of August. They're starting earlier. They should have given us some details or like a post or something about like a house. And they did. And I'm like, come on, Halloween Horror Nights, come on. You have to hurry up with this because I know all August until like very close to the date, and like July especially, you guys are gonna be training your cast that are going to be part of your team members that are going to be part of HHN for the houses. So come on, you need to like tell us what we're going to expect for at least some of the houses. Like, come on. And like magically, like a couple days later, like the 17th of May, they released the original house, and they kept doing it every day until the 21st of May. So we have all the houses for HHN, all the original 6 houses for HHN, and I like them doing that. I liked them giving us house after house after house. Every day, new original house. I love that they did it that way. Some people might not, but I like it personally. So, for me, I'm very excited for the Latin American house the most, to see like all the Latin American monsters that they can bring out and show. I'm also excited about the horror rock and roll metal one. That's interesting. I kind of have like an issue with the Major Sweet's house. I don't know why they are doing a scare zone into a house. If you didn't realize this, but 2 years ago, or if you've never been to HHN, but 2 years ago, they had a Major Sweets scare zone. So now they're making that scare zone into a house. I've heard like they've done scare zones into houses and houses into scare zones, and I'm like, why are you doing that? I know like you still have the materials from the scare zone there. Oh, maybe I can use this again, but like I feel like since these are original houses, you could have made another original house. Why are you making a scare zone into a house? But whatever. Or Universal Studios can do whatever they want. If I don't work for them, they can do whatever they want. If they want to make a scare zone into a house, scare zone, bring a house, whatever. They can do whatever they want. But in my opinion, I just think they should have just made another new original house and not do the whole scare zone into a house a couple years later, house into a scare zone no. But that's just my opinion. But other than the Major Sweets house that I'm not too excited on going into, I'm excited to go to the other ones. So let's talk about the icon. I'm not sure, and I'm not good at like Universal Halloween Horror Nights. Like they give me little hints. I don't get them. It confuses me. I'm not really good. Some people can be like, "Oh, no, I don't understand it." It might be the rock and roll evil character in the rock and roll metal house. Maybe him, maybe someone else from the original houses that they have. At least I don't know. I would love to know your guys' opinion, what you guys think, what the icon this year is going to be. So now let's talk about a newest thing that HHN Orlando has released to us. So we know that from the 17th of May through the 24th of May, they told us back to back what their 6 original houses are going to be. They didn't, and what I've seen so far, they aren't going to do back to back for the IP houses. On the 6th of June, they released that they are going to have A Quiet Place as one of their IPs. A Quiet Place is a great movie. I loved it. I saw it with my sister. She also loved it. I remember the first 10 minutes of the movie when I first saw it in theaters. I thought I was deaf because I heard nothing. And then some sound from like crunching from one of the monsters. I was like, okay. I haven't lost my hearing. Okay, good. And the whole experience as an audience member was fantastic. We all were quiet in the theater. No one was making a sound. We felt like we were part of the film. to be honest with you, here's my complete and 100 honest opinion. I do not know why Halloween Horror Nights Orlando is doing a quiet place. And this is why I feel like that. At least in Orlando, it's a conga line. So you're like in a conga line, like, you know, a conga line. You're like facing back of the other person. I don't know how that's going to work with a quiet place. I feel like if it was more zigzag, maybe the other agents around the world are better and it's more zigzagging and the person's right here, right there, then I feel like it would work. But because of the conga line, I don't think it'll work. Plus, of Halloween events in general. I'm not only talking about Halloween Horror Nights, but a lot of people complain about this in Halloween Horror Nights groups and stuff like that, that there's a lot of drunk people and there's a lot of teenagers. And drunk people and teenagers make a lot of noise. And the point of a quiet place is you need to be quiet to survive. If you make noise, you'll die. And I don't think the two groups that I'm talking about, teenagers and drunk people, are going to be quiet and make it like the experience how it's supposed to be. If you catch my drift, I feel like they are going to be being scared constantly to the point that it's not going to be scared. And you can see when you're doing a conga line, someone getting scared in front of you, so you already know you're easily prepared and ready for the person to scare you. Me personally, it's hard to scare me. All the houses that I've been to in Halloween Horror Nights for the past 3 years, I've never been scared once. I've only been scared twice in scare zones, meaning 1 year I got scared and another year I got scared, but I am not easily scared. If they change the concept of how Halloween Horror Nights is in Orlando, like the line wise for this house particularly, and not make it conga, it might work if the teenagers and young people aren't like talking constantly. It might work, but I don't have hope that it will. It's a really good concept, but I don't think that HHN Orlando is going to change how it is from conga line to like all over the place with how they put people. And I don't think the teenagers and drunk people are going to be quiet or necessary. You're just gonna like literally hear teenagers and drunk people like talking, and then you're gonna hear a scream, and then them talking, and then a scream. I'm not gonna scream for you. I don't want to like that in your ears because my scream is very loud and high pitch. So I don't think this is the best IP for at least Halloween Horror Nights Orlando. I do not know how the other Halloween Horror Nights in the other Universal Studios around the world, how they do line-wise. But for Orlando, I don't think that will work. I think what would be a cool house to have, they probably did in the past, because again, like I said, this year's gonna be my 4th year going. If they do a Saw house, I feel like that would be really, really cool. A Purge house would be cool as well. And since like last year they did The Last of Us, which is a video game, I'm not a video game player, but they could do like Until Dawn And they can also do, which is another horror video game, one of the dark pictures. There's video games like Man of Manhattan, or The Devil in Me, like one of the dark pictures video games. That would be very cool, and I feel like they would do a good job because, again, I'm not a video game player. When I went to the Last of Us house last year, it was really, really good. So I think they could do one of those as an IP, and it would be fantastic. So those are my thoughts and opinions. And just to let you know, you will hear other HHN Orlando news from me and my thoughts and opinions, because I am going to Halloween Horror Nights this year. So you'll get my opinions and thoughts of the event, how I think they did this year, the houses, drinks, food, the icon, everything. So stay tuned for that. I usually go to Halloween Horror Nights near Halloween, so in October, so you'll probably hear from me then when all this, because I usually go in October because A, it's spooky season, and B, all the scare actors know what they're doing, know their scares, and everything is pitch perfect when it comes to the scares and everything. So check back in somewhere in October, either early or close to Halloween, and I'll let you guys know my thoughts and feelings. I hope you guys have a great day. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.